Hey, Max here. Today I want to rate all NFL draft players' cards and much. Just like we like rating everything in our life. My face is a 0, but our love is a 10. Let's get down to it. We got 32 spots, so we will rank them from 32 to number 1. And let's get right into it. So, number 32, the worst draft card of the first round. Of course, if we get second round draft picks like we did a couple years ago, maybe this will have to be revisited. And number 1 will be DK if he gets great stats. But Savage, Darnell Savage, not our lovely, your boy Savage, but Darnell, it's sad what they did to you. You ran like a 4.3, low 4.3s, they gave you 90 speed. Essentially useless at free safety. I feel bad for Packer theme teamers because they absolutely fucked him. This is bad. I don't know if they made him like the night of. They didn't expect him to go in the first round, but yeah, that's pretty pathetic. So that is by far the worst card in my opinion. And well, I don't know about by far. There's some pretty big stinkers here. All the 95 position players, maybe we could just put them in here. They're my worst ones because they're like a lot of maybe lower end alignment and stuff don't like actively harm your roster. Like Savage will actively harm you, being able to be taken advantage of with the like streaks right down the sideline or in the middle. You not being able to catch up to stop those streaks in like cover 2 system. Savage, not good, not super tall, doesn't really hit hard. Baker too. So all these 4 bottom ones, I absolutely loathe. So let's look at the stats here. So we had Savage, you talked about. Jacobs slow, too slow, an 86 break tackle. Like if his break tackle was 96, I would agree with putting him a little higher. But 86 break tackle with that kind of speed, that's tough. That's not going to get you much excitement at all. I've used him. I don't say it's unusable. None of these cards are unusable. They're just not difference makers. They're not very good. There's much better cards in this thing. Harry here, 92 speed. 6'2 is nice. Not that great. Route running isn't there either. Of course, none of this is for theme teams. Remember, theme teams also gets the +3 bonus. So this is not rated based off being on a theme team, okay? So just get that out right near the start. And Baker, 92 speed at 5'11". There are a lot better corners in the game right now. These are a waste of coins, unless, of course, you have your theme team and you need them on them. But those 4 right there are my worst 4 in the draft. Let's move on to kind of like the bad players, but at positions that maybe are a little less impactful in Madden. Dillard, Titus, Caleb. We'll do these 3 right here. So, Dillard, Howard, McGarry. Sorry, did I say McGarry? Like, is it a fucking prairie? All right, McGarry, right tackle. I had you at 25. I like him better than the other 2 because he's a right tackle and there's less than competition there. Whereas, like, the left tackles, a little bit more competition, a little run block than you like to see. But there's nothing wrong with these cards. So I went Dillard, Howard, McGarry. Nothing terrible there. Dillard's bad because his pass block power is 91 and he's got low run block. So, like, the pass block stat right there is fake news. Yeah, so that's why he's the lowest of the rated tackles. Dillard is. Back to the list. So they're just, I don't really want to talk about it. They're linemen. Who cares, right? There's only a couple stats that matter on them. There's not really much to break down there. So next up, Collier. He's a defensive side of the ball stud. I mean, most of the defensive side of the ball does pretty good. They all have uses. You know, I don't know about stud, but power move can get chemmed up to 99 very easily with pass rush. Chems, 84 speed isn't the worst. It's not the best that you're going to see. Like, there's some glitchy speed in this draft, and I'm kind of liking it. Next up on the ranking list, we got, I think he's from a couple movies. Jonah. You don't really see that name too much. But actually, you do see that name a lot nowadays. Jonah. Where you at, Jonah? I'm missing you? Jonah Williams. Left tackle. I like him a little bit better because of the run block and then the high pass block power and pass block finesse. So that's why he was kind of rated higher than the other ones and the defensive end. Jonah. Yeah, solid left tackle. My favorite of the ones so far. And next up, Simmons. I just like there's not much to say about these cards, right? We kind of understand offensive linemen. Simmons, high power move. Block shed's lower than you like to see. That's why it's kind of low on the list. There's got a lot of stinkers here that are kind of just only good on the theme teams, which is fine. Number 22 is Quintin Williams. Wilkins, another one that's kind of just he's there. Finesse move and block shed instead of power move. Kind of like finesse move better than power move. Power move, maybe you'll say power move on the is better on the inside because you can break double teams on the pass rush. Sure. Maybe interior linemen don't have as much pass block finesse as they do maybe pass block power. So they'll play practically the same. Simmons and did I say Wilkins? Yeah, Wilkins. But so they're back to back. Simmons and Wilkins. Whoops, there's my locker room. Number 20. Hopefully we can get to the more interesting cards fairly soon. Maybe do a couple in a row here. Bradbury, Lawrence. Whoops, I dinged it. Abram. Now we're going to go a little bit better skill position spots. All right, Bradbury. Where you at? Garrett. All right. I'm Ethan Bradbury. There you are, Garrett. Center. Low run block, though. So, solid. Not that great. Another boring card. All right, so Garrett's right there at 21. Lawrence was number 20. Defensive tackle with high block shed. Big old thick boy to put in the middle of your defense. Great skill there at stopping the run. High block shed. I guess if you like strength a lot, if you like reach out tackles, great there for you too. But there's other guys that are similar there and can move. We'll get to in a little bit. And then Abram. Why I like Abram better than, say, other cards is 94 speed. You can cam that up. 97 is approaching that top end spot. Of course, the man coverage is lower than you like to see, so that's why he's not higher on the list. But you can't really cross-man him. He's kind of, I don't want to say one-dimensional because he plays zone. He can play the box. And is fast. You can user him. But 5'11", nice hit power, nice zone on the card. All right, Wait. Am I off? Oh, shoot, I missed somebody. I'm off by one. He should be 18. Lawrence, 19. Okay. Bradbury, 20. Wilkins up a spot. Who did I miss? Man, this is some real amateur fucking hour around here, boys. Simmons, Williams. Wow, I missed somebody. LJ, Caleb, Titus. Wow, I missed somebody way back here. What did I do wrong? Titus, Tillard, Harry. Uh-oh. Did I fuck up? No. Tillery. I missed Tillery. Tillery. Tillery is 28. All right. Tillery, not good either. He's a defensive tackle with low block shed, low power move. All right, that's why he won't go down. All right, number 17 is going to be Lindstrom. Not our favorite Eric Lindstrom. Old hockey player. Suffered a little bit from concussions. Right guard. Good run block, low end pass block. He's a right guard, a more sought after position. He's like he's kind of afraid. So maybe you don't add these guys to your team. The one that show fear in their face. Yeah, so maybe Chris isn't the greatest one. Maybe we should downgrade him just for his face. I should downgrade all these cards for their card art. Fuck. EA did a terrible job on a card art this time. Number 16, I'm sad to put somebody that I know a lot of people like as a prospect, Ed Oliver. We'll see if he comes through and becomes the Ed Oliver we all wish him to be. We got to move to number 1. Ed Oliver, right here. Only block shed. Why? They didn't give him any type of pass rushing moves. He's fast and he's got block shed. He's good at stopping the run. Maybe he's a little overrated right here, but there really isn't a whole lot below him that it really stands out. So, Ed Oliver. Weird. They gave him almost no pass rushing stats with that 87 finesse and that 83 power. Should be like 97 finesse, 93 power. But it is not, and we are sad. All right, number 15. This one, I might get some controversy for this one. I'm waiting for the comments. Come at me, comments. Nick Bosa. Bosa at 15. Why 15 for Bosa? Now, you can say maybe he's going to be expensive. Sure, he's twice the price of a lot of the other cards. Bad block shed. And power move at 96, finesse move 91. So, like, he's a power moving edge rusher. Got good acceleration, though. But low block shed. Like, he's one-dimensional. You could get his brother but 200K for him. It feels like a little bit of an overpay when you get that for other cards too. So I hate that. Outside linebackers you can put in that spot too. A little like I kind of want some of the other pass rushers. You're gonna see the other ones in a little bit, and you'll be like, whoa, okay, those are way better. So let's hear comments. I mean, he's got a good name. I think he's a great prospect, but shit, not in MUT. They did him wrong. Daniel Jones. Really? Daniel Jones? Quarterback? Really? 92 throw power? I think he's more valuable than the other ones. I think he's usable. Is he going to hurt you? Maybe a little. Throwing the pressure's bad. I could knock him down a few spots for that, but like everything below it is just like, everything below this card is kind of just like, this card's too. If there's anything here that like stands out that makes you go, wow. Even Giants fans aren't a fan of him. So, lowest throw power, okay, minimum mobility, 84 speed. It's better than meh. It's solid, but we've had 84 speed for a long time. We've had 94 speed for a long time. Next up is going to be another quarterback. You could probably guess who it is. The one that they passed on. Haskins. Why is Haskins above him when he's even slower? I honestly couldn't tell you except for fucking slinging the ball. Dude slings the ball like I sling fucking drugs. I mean, don't sling drugs. Because I'm a good boy. 98 throw power, though. Love that. 78 speed. So he's 6 speed slower and 6 speed better than throw power. I'll take it. I'll take it. Again, a meh. This one's more of a meh speed. But that's why I put Haskins above him. Throw power. Love it. All right, number 12. We got another quarterback. Josh Allen. Wait a second. Josh Allen. Couldn't be me. Allen. There you are. 90 speed off the edge with 97 finesse move. Now this obviously you can clearly say this is better than Bosa, right? Faster, finesse move, block shed's only one less. Yeah, give me this guy. You can say, oh, it's acceleration. Speed matters more than acceleration, in my opinion. I've done testing, did it last year, looked at it this year. Speed greater than acceleration. Speed matters 4 times as much as acceleration. So acceleration matters, don't get me wrong, but speed's better. Josh Allen, yum. 6'5". I'll eat it up. And he's only number 12. Now we're getting into the kind of like the playmaker territory. These are the ones that you want to put on your squad. The ones that we want to build around. Maybe not build around, but I don't know if there's any build around cards anymore. Brian Burns at number 11. Ooh, it burns! Z-Goggles, they do nothing! Where you at, Burns? Burns. Next page. Left end. What do you got for us, left end? 6'5", 92 speed. 96 finesse move, which can be chemmed up, 299. So even more speed, even less block shed. This guy can really dip and run. God damn. Put pass rush on him and a couple other guys. Man, you get around that edge. Just like what Vaughn, Mack, all those guys just like it. And he's 6'5", so if you need to, you can jump. If you get stuck on the snap of the ball, you can come up. He's already like 95 speed with a sprinter. This is a great user too. If you get stuck on him, you're not actually stuck. You're actually got an improvement. One of the best users in the game too. Like all these things are great users. So having the flexibility of Brian Burns, wow. Love it. Just a D-line full of these fucking draft guys. Hawkinson, I'll do the double tight ends at once. I'm gonna put Fant above Hawkinson because Fant's kind of like I don't want to say poor man's Kittle. If you powered up Kittle, obviously poor man's. But Fant, I'm putting above him. I like the extra speed. 6'4" is solid. Decent stats all around. You want the medium route running up, obviously, to 90. But solid stats in that speed. And then tight end. I must be page 1 for Hawkinson. Yeah, page 1. 86 speed. So you're losing 6 speed on Hawkinson, but you're gaining a lot of run block. You also get your medium route running up to 90 on Hawkinson. So it's kind of like scheme dependent on which one of those two you want. Obviously, if you run the ball more, you want to go with TJ. If you pass the ball more, with Fant. But Hawkinson's not bad, 6'5" also. You want the spec catch up to 95. Hopefully you can get that with like either Madden passing or go deep on him. But that's kind of the two that you want. I prefer Fant over Hawkinson due to the speed though. Because I am a speed slut, and I hope you guys know that by now. Number 8, Gary. Gary, come home. Where you at, Gary? And Sean Gary. Why is he so high? Well, 6'4", 89 speed, 97 power move, 96 block shed. That's why he's high. He's high in both stuff in the run and rushing the passer. So scheme flexible. Basically, kind of, I put this guy more at defensive end than I would in coverage. But 6'4", 89 speed isn't terrible if you do get stuck on him in coverage if you're using him. Not great. Zone coverage is not near enough. to drop on his own, to play in zone. He's a pass rusher extraordinaire, but kind of put him on the edge, leave him out there. Not the fastest of all the draft guys, but like a well-balanced, like really well-balanced top end. So Green Bay got a good card here, as much as they got fucked with Savage. They got a good card here. So I would not be mad to grab a Gary and keep it on my defensive line or my edge rusher if you're playing on 3-4. Number 7, I would say, is in contention for the best D tackle in the game. Sorry, not D lineman. D tackle, Quintin Williams. The problem with Quintin Williams is the fact that he is a D tackle. And 1, it doesn't matter. 2, D tackles are kind of beat out by edge players now, sort of, because you can get the same stats, block, shed, finesse, move up that high, except faster. But like looking at this card, he's also thick too. Got to remember that for like whams and stuff. 330, 83 speed, 96 block shed, 96 finesse. Glorious right there too. So you can either put run stuff or pass rush on him to get one of those stats up, whatever one you require more of. But an interior presence like this is in real life dominating in the game, kind of whatever, because interior pass rush doesn't happen as much. You still get it once every like 4 or 5 games. Maybe it'll slip through, grab you something. But, man, those are some solid stats in a defensive tackle. But that's the reason why he's only rated 7, is because defensive tackles aren't coded well in this game and don't make that big of a difference. So, number 6, an edge player. Who would have thought the Raiders, it felt like they reached, but in Mutt, they reached correctly. Because Farrell is a fucking feral animal out there. 98 power. We compare that to Quintin. 98 power moves, 96 block shed. 96 block shed, 96 finesse. So he's got that +2. Plus he's faster by, 3 speed. Acceleration about the same. Strength a little bit lower. But the important stats are that power move. So basically all you need is run stuff on him. And he's got 99-99 with, of course, Madden, pass D. Can play inside or outside. Got good speed there, like I said. So Clinton, I just put him right over Quintin for value to your roster. All right, number 5. When in doubt, look towards the burning Devin Bush. Bush, where you at? There you are. All right, so a 94 speed middle linebacker, 5'11", definitely hurts. Steelers now have 3 great drop linebackers on their theme team once you get Steelers pass D up there with Watt, Bush, and Mr. Shaz. So 90 zone. He's also got 87 man coverage, which isn't shown on the stats right here. So that with lockdown brings him up to 90 man. Perfect for cross manning. I actually want to take a look at his agility. He's got acceleration at 95. So agility is sitting at 91, which is sitting actually better than who I'm going to rate here in a second, which I could even see the argument for putting Bush over White. I decided to go White over Bush, obviously, since you haven't seen White yet, but 91 hit power, very solid, low strength, low block shed. Actually, what is his impact again? I just had this up. Upgrades, what's your impact block? Impact is 77, which kind of hurts him too. So it's basically Bush and White. Bush, we're talking about right now, they're essentially safeties at linebacker. The thing that we've been running at linebacker all year in the 3-3-5 are safeties. Now you don't need to do that anymore. You can put linebackers there, and they play just as fast, almost just as well, because the lack of agility versus top-end safeties like the Ed Reed. So you will see a little bit of there is a little bit of pause for concern there on the agility. One of the most underrated stats in the game, in my opinion. But Devin Bush plays it really well. You don't really need to sub. So you can play like a 4-3 normal now with 3 safeties if you have Shaz, Bush, and White. So there's a lot to be said about speed. On my team, he's a 98 speed because I have Steelers team chem number 1. So he gets a +1 speed plus the sprinter. So he's up to 98 on my main squad. So yeah, Bush has played really well for me. Next, number 4, again with the speed, because, oh baby, that's what I need. Marquis Brown. Marquis Brown is a classic, speedy, where the heck did he go? Speedy receiver. He's like, I guess next year, I don't think he ran the 40. Oh, there you are. He didn't run the 40, but, man, they got him running fast as fuck, boy. Woo! Like, Keemstar. 98 speed, 89. So his other stats besides the speed suck. But he's basically it, right? Put him in your slot, put him on drags, make the moves, and have fun. He's not a go up and get a guy. Doesn't have good spec catch. Properly rated there, but he's got speed. You can argue that maybe he's not as good as a lot of the other receivers we have right now, but he's only 160K for that 99 speed, essentially. All you have to do is get either a Madden speed or a sprinter. tier 1. I like him. I like Brown. I don't have anything else to say about him. He is wide receiver number 10, but now with a name. Number 3, maybe controversial. I don't know. Sweat. Oh, skeet, motherfucker. So, 6'6" at 95 speed. What? 98 speed with Sprinter and Madden at 6'6". Now, the only reason that you pause is because of his catching. His catching, he would have trouble. He would have trouble catching a cold, even with bacteria stuck up his nose. All right, that is toughing. That is tough. 52 catching, so 35 strike catch. He's not going to exactly be the best at triggering animations. I just think his height might do it for him. Agility solid. Block shed. So he's this high because of his danger as a user. I mean, being able to move that fast at that height, it's like fucking most feared up here with those freak of natures. So he can also pass rush a little bit, but really this is like a user, maybe an argument for the best user in the game, depending on how well that those hands hold up. So that's something that I'm going to test out a little bit myself. Number 2, great user, great CPU player. I'm going to put White here. We'll look at his stats here just so I can talk through him a little bit. Wait. There you are, Devin White. 95 speed again, but he's only 6 foot versus 6'6" on Sweat. But he's got zone coverage, hit power at 86 is tough, lock shed 86, it's whatever. Play rate 97, man coverage is also 90, so you don't even need to put lockdown. You probably should put lockdown on him just for shits and giggles, but to increase his zone and man a little bit. He's got lower agility, which is something that I kind of fear a little bit. He isn't as good at cross-manning as, say, a safety with higher agility will be. He's not bad, though. He won't get that lost if you cross-man him. But, of course, the transition speed on the agility. So that also hurts his user ability. But, again, this is a great, CPU linebacker with CPU stats. Of course, if you send him on a blitz, too, with 94 finesse, gorgeous there, too. So good blitzing middle linebacker. Play recs high. All the stuff that you really want from middle linebacker. Pursuit. Tackling. He can get secure tackler, too. So everything except for hit power is amazing on this guy. Catching 64, not the greatest, but Devin White, love ya. Love ya, love ya, love ya. And number 1, as you guys all know, is Taiwan, a.k.a. Kyler Murray. He is he's the present day Vic, right? 94 speed. He's going to be Kyler and Vic next year. Lamar. Wow. We'll see what kind of stats they give on his card next year, but good throw power, good speed, good accuracy, throw under pressure, 98, throw and run 98. Wow. Holy shnikes. Yeah, clear number 1 with a gun. This guy is it, hun. Grab yourself a Kyler if you can. I've used him. I have a little bit of concerns. His height does concern me a bit, especially going forward. You can't really put gunslinger on him consistently and throw drags. He had some kind of question mark plays, but every quarterback has question mark plays in Madden because it's Madden. Overall, though, it's kind of what you want. Would I rate him above Vic? I'd rate him about equal with Vic Lamar. You can put other guys like Cam up there, other top-end mobile kind of quarterbacks now. So, grab Kyler if you can. I like him. $379, not terrible. Still kind of pricey, but go crazy, folks. That's my ranking of the list. We'll go through it one more time. We'll go to the overview. So bad. All these cards are just like not top-end cards, not anything you want until you get into like kind of in here, right? In here you start getting kind of cards you can put on any team whatsoever, and kind of feel good about it. But then up here you got some absolute playmakers, absolute top-end cards that can do a ton for you. So that's it for the rankings. Let me know what you guys think. Right, wrong, let me hear it in the comments. I want to hear all the constructive feedback possible about where you think IRL or in MUT, if they're playing well for you, or if you think they will play well for you. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.